parents, I hope you enjoyed today's story. Carter meets a new friend. So, in this story, we were teaching the children a very important skill, and it's called take a brilliant breath. So, let me tell you what we mean when we say tell your child to take a brilliant breath. A brilliant breath is pretty much just tell them to breathe in and to breathe out. But I call it a brilliant breath because our children are what? Brave, bold, and brilliant. So I decided to call it a brilliant breath. So they're learning that they are brilliant. So in the story, remember, Carter had met this little kitten underneath the car, and his owner took the kitten in, and they had to become friends. And Carter did not like that. Think about that with your sons. Think about when they're having to go to a new school or having to go to a game or somewhere new, somewhere different, or if they're having to participate in something. They get nervous and anxious too. And did you notice in the story how Carter decided to hide from the others? That was his anxiety. That was showing that he was kind of afraid. Think about when your son may do that sometimes too. So what we have to do is we have to teach them how to calm their bodies down and how to support their emotional growth by taking a brilliant breath. We have to teach those things because they don't know. And that's what we as parents are here to do, to teach our boys how to regulate their emotions. So we're teaching them to pause, to take a pause. And when they're pausing and taking this breath, they're thinking about it. We're teaching them how to manage those big feelings that they have inside those little bitty 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 3, 4 year old bodies because they have to learn. But we're teaching them to manage those big, healthy feelings and big feelings in a healthy way. So that's the importance of the I want to say big, brilliant breath, but it's the brilliant breath. So, parents, this is what I need for you to do. I need you to practice this with your son. You have to model this for him. So, what you're going to do is before a moment comes, just teach him. Say, son, you know what? There's something I want you to learn because when you get excited, because they get excited sometimes and need to regulate their bodies. When they get excited, they're getting ready to go on a vacation or something. You have to tell them, calm down. So they need to calm down, even in the positive ways. But also when they get angry or upset or sad, we have to teach them how to take those breaths. So teach them before it happens. And so when it happens, you can remind them, remember what you learned. So here we go. All it is taking a deep breath in, holding it for a moment, and then blowing it out through the mouth. Take it in through your nose, and then hold it for a few moments, and then blow it out through the mouth. Just like this. That feels so good. And parents, we need to do that for ourselves too, right? We're working every day, we have things going on every day. Sometimes we need to take a brilliant breath. Okay. So use those strategies even for yourself when you find yourself getting anxious or situations occur, and they will occur. We know that. So use it for yourself as well. I promise you, using this brilliant breath will build confidence in your sons when they have social situations, when they're like Carter, having to meet a new friend, or like at home. At home when you say, all right, time to turn the television off, time to turn your game off, let's do homework. Oh man, I don't want to do it. Okay, I understand. Calm down by taking your what? Brilliant breath. And do it with them. Don't just tell them to do it. Do it with them, parents. Because the best way for a child to learn is for us to do it with them, to model the behaviors we want them to show. So do it with them. If they're not wanting to take a bath at night, and I don't want to take a bath, I understand. Calm down. Let's take a brilliant breath together. And then at bedtime, that's a great time to practice that brilliant breath because it's teaching your child to calm down right before the nighttime. So practice this before it's time to use it. And then when it's time, when they're not with you, when they're at school or any other place where you may not be there, they can know and remember my mom, my dad, whomever, my guardian taught me how to use my brilliant breath. All right, parents, I hope you enjoyed this special tip today. It's important for our boys to be emotionally well, and it takes time for them to learn and grow. So use this brilliant breath as a gentle reminder of that they can regulate their own bodies and that they can talk through it and just take a brilliant breath. Remember, parents, you're your son's biggest fan. Always communicate and do your best on this parenting journey. Thank you for watching today. And please, oh, please subscribe, like, and share with some other parents who you know could would welcome the information that I'm sharing in this video. See, I need to take a brilliant breath as well. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Have a great day.